Wipro is making headlines. It's a major IT services company in India, and this time it's in the news not for its quarterly results, but for an exit letter. Here's what happened. Between 2018 and 2020, a man called Abhijit Mishra was working at Wipro. He was a principal consultant. When he left the company, he received a termination letter. Now, if you have ever quit a formal job, you know what these letters are about. Exit letters serve as a record. They're released by an employer to notify a worker that their employment has ended. They list the effective date and employee feedback. Plus, on joining the next job, you have to submit the exit letter from your previous company. So an exit letter or termination letter is a crucial document. But the letter that Mishra received from Wipro was contentious. The feedback was quite harsh. It accused Mishra of quote-unquote malicious conduct. Now, a comment like that can ruin someone's career. It can hurt prospects of finding a new job. So Mishra sued Wipro. He filed a defamation case against the company. He accused the company, and I'm quoting, he accused them of character assassination, and he sought damages of more than 2 crore rupees. The matter reached the Delhi High Court, and the court has found Wipro guilty. The court noticed a mismatch. Mishra's performance record was positive, plus Wipro could not substantiate their claim. They could not explain the malicious conduct. So the company has been slammed with a fine of 2 lakh rupees. The court has ruled on 3 grounds: reputational harm, emotional hardship, and loss of professional credibility. Now, this is not a 2 crore rupee settlement, but this case is a rare win nonetheless, and it underscores something very important: protecting employee dignity even during termination. Because Mishra's case is not an isolated one. It is part of an unfortunate workplace dynamic. We say work is worship. We expect employees to give their best. We call them stakeholders. We want them to take ownership of their work and their company, which is all fine. But what happens when they leave? When workers quit or when they're laid off, what happens to the stakeholdership? What happens to the ownership? We've seen companies firing hundreds of employees over a single video call, workers being axed via emails and phone calls, employees getting the news after they're locked out of buildings. Often they're locked out of their laptops. And they receive the news that they've been fired over personal email IDs. Sure, these are the worst case scenarios, but there are so many such cases all over the world. From small startups to huge firms like Tesla and Google, it happens everywhere. This is an ugly workplace trend, but it comes with learnings for both employers and employees. For a company, termination is the end of their relationship with an employee. So it can seem like it doesn't matter very much. Like managers are off the hook. They can write harsh comments on exit letters or fire people over Zoom because they don't have to deal with the shock or the repercussions. Those people are leaving anyway. But companies forget that this can backfire because in this day and age, in the age of social media, people review everything, especially jobs. Future hiring prospects read this. Workers also talk about their experiences on social media. So here's some advice. Getting rid of employees with no graciousness is not just an empathy issue, it is a business problem. It can seriously hurt a company's reputation. As for employees, whether you're leaving a company on good terms or getting laid off, know your rights. There is no standard procedure to terminate an employee, not in India, not in most countries in fact, but there are varying laws, like a notice period, severance, or documents that can impact future job prospects. You see, leaving a job is like the end of a relationship. Try to make the breakup tolerable. If not out of compassion, then for the sake of best practice. After all, when a worker leaves a company, they're not just former resources, they're also human.
Firstpost now available in 9 languages on YouTube. English,
stands at $36 trillion.
French,
Le FMI, comme
German,
Geschäftsführenden Direktoren,
Hindi,
$30 trillion ka karj mo.
Indonesian,
Pemerintah tanpa pemeriksaan.
Italian,
Sekali radikali.
Japanese,
$4 trilhão mo.
Portuguese,
Por causa do próprio balanço patrimonial.
Spanish.
Beautiful bill.
Go to Settings, click on Audio Track and select the language of your choice. Be the first to know what's happening around you in your first language. Firstpost.